Hitting off the heel, a problem that plagues any golfer of any skill level, even the likes of Rory McIlroy, who's one of the best ball strikers in the world. Let me show you 2 reasons as to why it can happen and some quick ways on making sure it doesn't ruin your round. A heel strike can be defined as any shot that is struck towards the hosel on any given impact. Now, what type of shots does that cause? Well, normally, if you're hitting it off the heel, it can be either from here or actually at the hosel itself. And that is what causes a shank. Why does a shank happen? One of the reasons why a shank or a HoselRocket occurs is, if you notice from my last video regarding club path, an out to in swing, a big out to in swing is a big no-no. And as you can see here, it is a very easy way of entering into the ball with the heel of the club. And doing so causes a shank. The second reason as to why a heel strike or a HoselRocket or a shank happens is in the wrist. And how so? If through the downswing, you either cast your wrist or, as we call it, ulnar deviate your wrist downwards. As you can see here, it makes it a lot easier for the heel to come to the ball. Now, good golfers can get away with having a slight heel contact and still be able to hit a pretty decent shot. But if it gets any worse, then that's where that happens. An easy way of fixing a heel strike or a shank out of your swing is, especially when you're at the range, use what you have, which is either a head cover or maybe a piece of noodle, where you can basically put it by the side of the ball, just slightly outside. And how far? You could say about a ball width away from the ball. And what this does is that it ensures that you are unable to hit the ball with an out to in swing or try to cast your wrist at the point of contact. And I'm going to show you now how to do it. Now, let me show you how to use a head cover to stop hitting those HoselRockets. Alright, so as you can see here, I kept the head cover just slightly outside of the ball, like you can say maybe a ball and a half away. And from there, as you can see, it's going to make it a little difficult for me to try to take it from the outside and also to try to release my wrist towards the ball. As you can see here, my club head will have a good chance of probably hitting the head cover. So take a few practice swings doing this, noticing where the head cover is, and whenever you're ready, take some easy swings. Focus on, well, rather than hitting the ball, is don't hit the head cover. To be quite honest, when a shank happens or when you just start hitting it off the heel and those HoselRockets show up, the best way to kind of get it out of your system is to constantly be practicing exactly what I just mentioned with the head cover. But a way to psychologically convince yourself how to get out of it is by trying out a different drill. It's going to be a little bit more crazy, a little bit more fun, but let's give it a go. As you can see here, I have 5 balls in line with each other. As you can see, each ball is about a ball and a half away from each other. And what I'm going to do is try to hit each ball simultaneously without stopping and try to hit it well. So let's see what happens. That way, we can convince ourselves to hit the ball rather than anything else. What did we talk about today? We spoke about how to not hit it off the heel and stop those shanks or HoselRockets, you may call it, from ever happening in your round. For the next video, I will explain to you a different part of the club where a shank can still kind of happen sometimes, and that's the toe. So let me know your comments below regarding what you think about this video, and stay tuned for the next. Have a good one.